Joke, no joke, no joke. I mean it. I mean this, man. Please listen to me. In the latest season of Black Mirror, there's an episode, I don't know what's called, it's with two black guys. It's so fucking, it's such an interesting thing. If I say what happens there, you're gonna be like, oh, cringe, cringe. You have to watch it. It's very fucking intelligent, I think. It's in the future, and there's these two dudes, you know, like dudes, man, you know, manly dudes. And in the future, it was the worst episode. It's not about that. It's about the idea of that. It's about that idea. The philosophical idea of that. I'm gonna spoil it a bit now, so mute myself, but you should watch that. Mute myself, just very plain. So there's these two friends, and it's in the future, and they always play video games at night with each other. And in the future, you can go inside the video games. You literally play the character, and you are the character in the video game. So this one guy plays this man, and the other guy plays this woman, and they're like fighting each other and having adventures. And after a while, they realize, hey, we can fuck each other. And then they start meeting regularly in this video game and have sex with each other. And when they meet in real life, they're like, oh, I miss me with that gay shit. No homo. It's such an interesting idea, man. You know, God, this is philosophical, very, very cool, man. Thank you, Scott Douchers, man. That's kind of gay. It is kind of gay. It is kind of homoerotic, but I think a lot of people will do it too. Because in that moment, right in front of you is this sexy fucking Asian fighter girl from Mortal Kombat with huge tits. And your dick is gonna be like, very interesting. Very interesting.
I'm super proud of the team we've managed to gather for this project.
For me, it was basically my own personal aesthetic.
Black Mirror, I fucking love Black Mirror. I think Black Mirror is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life because this is the thing. The stories that Black Mirror has are so high IQ. And the coolest thing about Black Mirror is every single episode of Black Mirror could be reality one day. That's the thing. This is not actually that fictional. Every single episode could be possibly real one day. So fucking good,
the
man.
Aesthetic of the game. When I read the brief, I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I can be myself. I can make music, and it come from an honest place.
I love the fact that the music in this game is so varied. So we have some tracks that are super dirty, super heavy, and then we have some tracks that are very beautiful and ambient.
Like Black Mirror Blue, I never forget, dude. That episode is literally a religion. I'm so impressed. One of the greatest things I've ever seen. The Black Mirror episode about the dating app. That is so genius. I'm going to spoil again. Please, you have to watch that. You have to watch that. It's so genius, man. Mute myself. So there's this episode. I never forgot my whole life. It's so genius. So there's a city and there's people living it. Everything's normal. And there's this person that just can't find a date, right? And in this world, in this episode, everybody has an app on their phone. And the app on the phone says, we have a new dating partner for you. Meet him in 1 hour. You will date him for 2 years. So the app always tells you, the app tells you who to date and how long. And you have to do it. If it says you have to date this person for 2 years, you have to date this person for 2 years. So this person, they're dating and he's like, I don't like this person. I don't want to date this person. I have to do this for 2 years. And after 2 years, oh, fuck, man, wait. And all the time there's this other girl he really likes, right? And he's like, man, I want to date her, but I can't. So all this goes on, and in the end, they both decide, after a while, the main character and the main girl, they decide, let's leave this city. I'm so tired of this app. Let's uninstall this app. Let's just date each other. And so they leave the world. And then one of the coolest plot twists ever happens. Big spoiler. Mute myself. I give you 5 more seconds to mute me, because you have to watch it. You have to watch that. So the moment they escape, and this is so biblical, man. It's so big, because this could be literally real life. Suddenly, the entire world gets destroyed. The entire world crumbles and is a simulation. And they're like, huh? What the fuck? And in the end, these two characters were a human simulation inside a real-life dating app. And because they ran off of each other, the dating app determined in a very crazy thing that they belong together. And in real life, this guy is in a bar and he says, wait, this girl over there? Uh-huh. And this dating app has a 99% chance to do it because the dating app simulates a fucking real world where they check if the dating goes well with your character, man. And that blew my mind, because that could be real life, right? I have to say, dude, what if real life is a simulation, right? This blew my mind. Blew my mind. What if one day you die and it's like, thank you for taking part in this simulation. We got enough data. You can go back to your job. What? Like Roy from Rick and Morty, man. That is cringe. What? This theory has the same possibility than all religions, man. It's not more or less. It's a fucking cool idea, man. Like, I always think, what if one day you die, right? And there's this woman in a suit in front of you, and she's like, well, thank you for taking part in this consumer simulation. Apparently, you consume 2,367 Coca-Colas. You're 11%. Okay, I think we have to do better commercials for Coca-Cola. And then that's life, man. You're just a simulation. Fucking love that episode, man.
It's been great to be able to experiment with the sound.
Who asked to feed nobody? Fuck you. Tommy started the sim religion that exists, man. It's called that is actually a real thing. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in anything because you can never prove anything. But this is a legit scientific thing. You have the Fermi paradox. This fucking shit blows my mind. The Fermi paradox, named after the Italian-American physicist Enrico Fermi, is an apparent contradiction between the lack of evidence of extraterrestrial civilizations and various high estimates of their probability. So this is a scientific question that asks, if the universe looks like it does right now, you know, you have all these galaxies, and even on the lowest equations, they're at least in the Milky Way. They just last week they said it again. The Milky Way has at least 300 million possible planets that can inherit life. 300 million, and that's the low estimates. So there is, if currently we look at everything, universe, blah, 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 there has to be life out there. Has to be. According to scientists, you can read all the shit. I've really read about this shit so much. The universe is 13.7 billion years old since the Big Bang. According to scientists, up to 4 billion years now, it is possible that life can be made because of certain physical shit. Suns are made, the planets are done, they can start making the soup and everything. 4 billion years. So there has been life on this year for what, 500 million years? And the dominant race that finally made the step next is the human race, and Homo sapiens is around 250,000 years, totally with all the monkeys, some million years, right? But life is possible for billion years. So there has to be life out there. And the Fermi paradox asks itself, if there's life out there, which is 99.99% a thing, and most of these lives actually have to be ahead of us, because the human race is so young, we're so young compared to 4 billion years, right? Why are they not contacting us? And then there's the, where is that? There's all these theories. Where's that theories? Yeah, it says right here, you can read this yourself. This shit blows my mind, man. Because maybe watch a video about it. Where is the... there was a list of all explanations. I don't want to read everything. There's like a shit ton of explanations for that. The Great Filter. The Great Filter, in the context of the Fermi paradox, is whatever prevents dead matter from giving rise in time to expanding, lasting life, according to the Kardashev scale. The most commonly agreed upon low probability event is abiogenesis, a gradual process of increasing complexity of the first self-replicating molecules by a randomly occurring chemical process. This is how life is made. They think it's because thunder is striking, right? There's a Kurzgesagt video on it. We should watch that. Can someone have a link? We're gonna watch it after Cyberpunk.
Are we the only live?
Okay, we're gonna watch that after Cyberpunk. Man, there was like a list with all the possibilities. And scientists, they're asking themselves, what could explain the Fermi paradox? And something that blew my mind, this is so interesting, guys. You have to watch that. You have to read this. This shit blows your mind, man. This is like the one true religion, man. I swear to God. And there's many theories. For example, I like the zoo theory. I kind of believe in the zoo theory. The zoo theory meaning that aliens are already looking at us, but they know we are too underdeveloped and we're fucking retards, so they don't want to talk to us yet. And also there's the simulations theory. If we have such a big universe and life is 99% sure and they are mostly ahead of us, why don't they talk to us? If we are alone in the universe, there's only two answers for that. Religion is right, God made us and no one else, and we have to do everything on our own. Or simulation theory. One race being alone in such a vast universe would give a lot of power to a simulation theory, that this is a simulation. How does a certain race behave, and how does it handle the universe and shit? Where is that? I'm looking for where all the... I used to have a link where it just shows all the explanations at once. But well, I think this Wikipedia article has grown a bit, so there's a lot of explanations for it. It's blowing my mind, dude. We're gonna check that out in a second. Blows my mind. I already have a video. I have a 6-minute video. Let's not do